Tara Troopers, it's me, Tara. We got to get to the Love is Blind reunion. There has been a lot of drama, specifically with Tyler and Ashley, who I never would have thunk. I thought it was all cleared up, but apparently not. I've seen so many videos about it, so let's get to it. Leave a like, leave a comment. Please tell me what other reality show I should start reacting to, but instead of me committing to the whole season, I just want you to drop a comment of the best episode of your favorite reality show. So I will react to that. Let's do this. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget, we spread hugs, love, and laughter, Tara Troopers. Also, thanks to Prepper for helping edit down these videos. They are the best. I would not be here without Prepper. And if you haven't caught me on The Real Rejects, I'm here at their studio now. I react to a bunch of movies and television over there, so make sure that you head to The Real Rejects to see that. And if you head over to Patreon, where you can sync up with your own copy of The Reunion and get an uncut version, an uncut reaction from me to you. Don't forget to go to rejectnationshop.com where you can get this reject sweater. It's available in a bunch of colors. I love this. It's super comfy. Also, you can get the horror villain sweater, which is really, really popular, which people love a lot. So check it out. I love you guys. Let's get to this.
One of our most talked about brides from season 1 is now a wife.
What?
One couple who's back from Miami.
And the very first Love is Blind baby.
So let's not wait a second longer.
This is so intense.
Taylor and Garrett.
Oh my gosh. What is Garrett wearing? That jacket it's a lot. It's different. I like it. I'm just surprised. Oh, this is the drama. Tyler's got 3 kids with a lesbian friend, but it wasn't a friend, apparently. Apparently, they might have juiced it. Yep.
Well, for some, this season was smooth sailing, but for others, they had to work out the kinks, let's just say. And today, we're going to talk about all of it.
Okay, let's get to it.
Everyone, please do not worry. Brittany, Leo, and Leo's Rolex are all here today.
DMs to REM.
Matching science tattoos
Steven
to
those
the heartwarming I do.
It's one of my favorite parts of every
really
season.
excited.
I
I
loved
think
every second of it.
She must have forgiven him because there's been a lot that has come out.
Both of our married couples, Taylor and Garrett, and Ashley and Tyler. Congratulations.
Yes.
Ashley looked like she was grabbing Tyler's knee to be like, it's going to be fine, even though you might be burned at the stake here.
Is Garrett still the best catch of them all?
He makes me feel loved and comfortable and shows up every day for me, and that's all you can really ask, especially in these crazy, incredible circumstances, and he's my best friend, so.
That's sweet.
Is it safe to say we can call this Taylor's version?
No.
This is Garrett's glow-up era.
Garrett, is it safe to say that she's filled a blank space
Here we
in
go.
your fashion world? We talked a little bit about it earlier. We learned this from you on the season, avid fisherman.
Yeah.
So have you had a chance to take Taylor
He does
fishing
not
yet?
look like a fisherman right now.
She passed?
Oh yeah, flying colors.
We actually have photos of this, this real test. Can you check it out?
Oh, they look so cute.
Well, you guys said grab it by the eyes, and it was like, ha ha ha, and you're like,
So the eyes and the nails, that's how you hold them. Well, speaking of inviting people fishing, I have some other photos from another very special fishing trip that you took, Garrett. Let's take a look at those.
Okay. Oh, he hangs out with Tyler and Alex. I bet you Tyler was like, please invite me out. I have so many women coming at me being like, you're a liar.
Tyler, Ashley, so happy to have you guys here today. And it's hard to believe, but you've been married almost a year now.
Wow, okay, so they stayed married amongst all of the drama. Okay.
This year's been a lot of laughter, a lot of growth, a lot of love, a learning experience.
Has it though?
Get married before the world finds out that time that you have, how crucial it is to the married couples to solidify that foundation, because once the show is out there and your story is out there,
Exactly.
everyone wants to chime in.
Boy, do I miss that bubble. Now, Tyler.
Bubble was nice, yeah.
Bubble's nice, but he lied to you.
You had donated sperm to help a friend and her wife have children. Since then, there has been online chatter about your involvement in these children's lives.
Pictures of him holding the newborns all the way up to like 5, 6, 7.
But her wife ended up leaving her and left her high and dry. I stepped in and helped. So there's pictures of me around. You'll see me around. I've spent holidays with all my friends, you know, all their kids.
He was around before the ex-wife left his friend, though.
And there's no rule books to this, there's no set lines to this, but I do want to let people know Ashley knows all this. This is news to the world. This has never been news to us.
Okay.
I feel like the world is waiting for it, but I don't owe anyone an explanation but my wife. And if she's sitting here with me,
Okay.
We got your back, man.
Okay. I still wanted him to talk more.
I just didn't feel like it would be an authentic experience because I know me, I cannot hide my facial expressions. So I think there would have been a disconnect. The viewers would have noticed, my friends would have noticed when he went to meet them. So I told him in some capacity, we have to talk about this. There were things he was comfortable sharing and things he wasn't. For example, one time I asked him, do they know what you look like? And he's like, I don't think so. And you could tell that
he was trying to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course he divulged that information to
I'm
me.
so sorry. Let me say that he was trying to lie for the cameras.
Oh, okay.
We weren't there. We weren't there for a couple other things we'll get to later. Hey, Steven.
Thanks.
Oh, sick burn, Vanessa. Yeah.
With him growing up in a single parent household in that scenario when that happened with the divorce, it was very hard for him to remove himself and not be involved when this is now a single mom. Is a good person who went in a little too deep and didn't know what to do next.
this is not a game.
Okay.
You can try. We've seen all the get an annulment, be done with him. Ask Ashley.
When I said I do to all of it. I was aware and I took on what I wanted to. And this is a
Okay.
once in a lifetime.
Did she also know that he had a fiance?
It's something that is
before
worth
her?
risking anything for. And, you know, I ain't saying
That
do
left
nothing
him because
crazy.
he lied about
You know, let's not get nuts.
the sperm donating thing. She had no idea.
This is something that I would never find again, and it's worth it all.
We're just so grateful for your love.
Okay, I'm glad that they're happy. I hope he doesn't F it up.
What's the best thing about being married to Ashley?
It's the unconditional love. Some other things have happened, and she has been standing there. She reassures me every time we talk, I'm not going anywhere. I love you no matter what.
Okay, that's good. Because the whole world is like, you should leave
For
him.
you as the mother perspective, looking on to see your daughter and her husband, your son-in-law.
It's been beautiful. I mean, I'm learning from them. The way that they communicate, they have open communication. I just think that it's so beautiful. I'm going to keep learning from you.
That's nice.
And I gotta point out one of my favorite people who was on this stage just a few months ago in the house tonight, AD. What's up, AD?
AD.
Yeah, it's interesting when you're on TV, like there is an opportunity to really truly inspire and touch other people who are watching you.
So what's going on today? What's happening with you now, AD?
What's going on?
Every season, we have stories that warm our hearts and others that break them. One relationship that surprised us all was Marissa and Ramses. Hey, guys.
There's a pic up there where she looked over at Ramses and it looked really awkward.
There were a few nautical flags, but there was one
Seems
big
nervous.
red flag when Ramses called everything off. Watching you go through that moment on our television was really hard. How was that for you to watch?
She already sounds like she's gonna cry. Oh, poor girl.
I
been
felt
a
like I was
year.
reliving it.
She's, oh God. Oh God.
It was hard because I just like remember what it felt like. It could just be hard to kind of see that. And
Ramses is gonna be walking out of here with a ton of guilt.
Ramses, how was it for you reliving that moment and watching that
He's
moment
gonna be
over
like,
again?
It was horrible, but he probably felt relieved. 'Cause I don't know with him.
Wanting to devastate anyone or leave anyone heartbroken. You know, came in here looking for the love of my life, and for majority of this experience, you know, I thought I had found it in
Well,
Marissa.
Marissa does not believe him. She's rolling her eyes like, nope.
Just seeing how she was falling apart was very difficult to watch back.
You mentioned for a majority of this experience, you thought you had found that. Can you walk us through what that was that derailed?
Yeah, tell us. To show us the receipts.
And I realized and recognized that if I moved forward with Marissa, every day I would be in a place where I would feel exhausted and overwhelmed. I don't want to change who she is.
Tough thing.
She
to hear.
deserves a person and a love that will embrace who she is fully as she is. That person couldn't be me.
Hey, Vanessa. How you doing?
okay.
Ooh, are you gonna cut off his balls, Mom?
Yeah.
Is there anything
Well,
that you...
no, the day that she called, when everything was called off, I was on my way
Okay.
for the wedding.
With a shank?
Of course, I'd do anything for her, so I did go up there and speak to him, even though I wanted to punch him in the throat.
This is so intense.
He did the right thing, and I thank you for that. He should have been honest and man enough to tell her I'm feeling a little bit of doubt instead of reassuring her every single time she asked him.
Yeah, that's true.
She came into this experiment, she was going to meet her one, and she thought you were it, and you broke her. I had to help pick her up. She was devastated.
She was. It was heartbreaking. She still is.
I saw us having a future, and I saw what it could potentially be towards the end of this experience, and it just made for a very sort of heartbreaking situation.
Okay. I mean, I believe him. It's just...
You're beautiful, and your energy is beautiful. And
Good job, Nick Lachey. Good words.
I don't mean this as a
No,
slight
it's
to
true.
Ramses at all, but you want to find someone who will love all of you and that part of you that is such a beautiful thing. So please don't feel like you did anything wrong
Yeah,
in
you
it.
gotta let it go, walk away from this. It's like a blessing in disguise.
You know, we had a lot of different conversations. There's one in particular that we had about contraception. She had very valid reasons as to why she didn't want to use hormonal contraception. I'm well aware of the effects it has on a woman's body. I was just being whiny and bratty and like, oh, I don't want to use a condom or whatever the sort of perception is of that conversation.
So we could wrap it up, this conversation.
That's a good one, because he kind of was whining about a condom, let's be honest.
And ultimately, great, great happiness. We want to welcome right now Zach and Bliss. Welcome back.
Oh my goodness, she's pregnant.
Blind couple to welcome a baby. So congratulations, guys.
Oh, has she already had the baby?
You. Yeah, it's the best thing ever. She's actually backstage with my mom.
Oh, cute.
Of her later, but it's made our relationship and our love stronger and deeper, and it's the best thing ever.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Aw.
And it's crazy that this little bundle of joy came out of you guys doing this whole experience.
Yeah.
So we have a little look back at your love story and how
Oh, cute. Everyone remembers Zach and her.
And was.
My favorite song
Yeah.
is I Hope You Dance by Leanne Wombat.
And then she's like, me too.
You heard it?
Absolutely. That's like my mom's song for like me.
He looks so young in these.
I'm sorry, I'm like already a little bit crying. That's crazy. Go ahead and I'm listening.
Remember when he chose wrong, though? They're not going to show this because it's a happy thing, but
Down and
he chose the wrong
listen
person
to it. And
first.
so I actually memorized it. I can sing it from memory.
I can sing it too.
And then he was like, oh, I think I made a mistake. And then they got back together, and I'm glad because it's really worked. Cute.
Her name is Leanne Womack, but
So
she has a
good
sense of humor. And she
By
made
the way,
these-
that took some effort. Wombats are not easy to
I
find in your
know,
average
right?
Stuffed animal.
animal store.
She made this for us too.
Oh, Leanne Womack. That's so sweet.
and we can't wait to see baby Galileo later on. So thank you so much. But speaking of wombats, let's change it over to ducks. Hey, Hannah and Nick. Right?
Oh, God, right? The ducks. Nick looks uncomfortable.
And the stinking duck that day?
No,
No? Still no.
I'm not getting my thing.
So, in looking back now and watching it, you were very direct. And I just wanted to know if looking back now in hindsight, do you think, I'm glad I did that?
Hannah looks skinny mini.
Or were you thinking, maybe I was a little too direct?
Yeah, I think my personality is I'm very to the point, I'm very direct. That's just who I am. I'm very blunt. And sometimes my delivery does not come out how I think it's coming out.
Yeah, because you were kind of mean to him.
So I just have to be a little bit careful. I need to not be so direct. So the things that I said were all true, but it's just the way that you say it.
How does that make you feel, Nick, to know that she's saying, yes, I stand by everything I say?
Her delivery was mean.
Delivery could have been a little bit better, and you know, I was a little confused with some of the things that she was saying.
Yeah, tell us.
And like I said, you know, Hannah's entitled to, you know, her perspective and her opinion. I just saw it a little bit different.
Nick demonstrated a lot of patience that I never would have had. So I'm very impressed by that, and I knew he was a good dude.
Hannah does not like this.
I'm a big personality. Like, I'm a lot. Like, I'm self-aware. And, like, I know that, like, you have to have a lot of patience with me because, like, I am direct and I'll just say things. But, yeah, I get it. I guess he had a lot of patience. Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess he had a lot of patience.
I don't want to use the word remorse because I never want to take away from your independent strength.
She does not have any remorse. Hannah does not.
Do you have anything you want to say to Nick about how you were communicating with him during your engagement?
I'm just direct. Period. I am. I'm very direct.
She has no remorse.
Watching it back, I see, like, you could have said it a lot differently, you know? But that's inherently who I am, and, like, I am direct. I just need to work on how direct I am.
How many more times can she say the word direct?
She said what she said, and she's standing on it. I love that for you, girl. And you look great, by the way. You look great.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You look awesome. I'm sorry I was so cruel to you. I am.
It's fine.
I am.
Like, you know, it's fine.
Finally, she apologized. I thought she was just going to keep saying, I'm direct.
I had a lot of room to grow. I didn't have to watch it back to know that, right? Like, I already knew that when we filmed it. It's hard to figure yourself out and to make sure you're, like, the best version of yourself. So I've just been figuring it out, I think.
She looks like she's about to cry.
It was a very Nick note. It was like, there was 3 entries. So one goes, he wants to sell 2 homes this year. Okay? He wants to be in the best shape of his life in the next few weeks.
Okay.
I was super genuine. I think everyone up here, I guess except Hannah, would say I'm the same dude from start to finish.
And me.
Oh.
Had this on other seasons before where we question people's genuine reasons for coming here.
That's not me at all.
I think Nick is a very calculated person.
Wow.
I have always had conflicting feelings between Nick and Hannah just because I did get to know him and I got to know him as like a really good person. But with the things I was hearing, you know, about like her looks and how he was rating her, and
what?
It just makes you question, like, okay, was he serious about her?
When you say other people, do you mean other people in this room?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, then say it.
I never said that. I never said that.
Did that not happen? I'm
If I'd
asking
like to
Ramses
tell
hear it.
my perspective,
If you're gonna talk,
like,
just
can
be
I talk?
honest at least.
Yeah,
honest.
of course, of course.
Oh my God.
You texted me 3 days ago after some girls DMing me talking about how you're trying to fly her out for the reunion.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
Oh, the girls that you've been DMing, they're sending them to me.
What?
Never once mentioned Hannah's looks at all, right? You know, you said your
Are y'all
piece.
really gonna sit here and
That's
just, like,
not
come
true,
on,
Vic.
come on.
That's
I need Ramses or somebody else has to say.
Ramses.
I talked to you about it.
You talked to Steven about it, and Steven talked to me about it.
What?
be honest. You did. You
Not
said
the
you
pillow
said
talk.
not nice things about the way Hannah looked.
Really?
I never said
You
that.
called
Yes,
her
you
number
did.
five.
I
Rated
never
her
said
number
that.
5 out of 10.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
That's what you guys heard from this person and this person.
You're friends.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God. This is so much better than the entire series of the show.
When Hannah found the note, Hannah reached out to me shortly after she found Nick's 3 goals. I think the same day. I was 0% surprised.
Yeah, we weren't
0% surprised.
Wow. Nick.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is, like, as far as the rating scale goes, I specifically do not remember that conversation. But I
There's
do
people on
remember
this stage who do.
Who? Where?
I'm just counting seconds till we move past it, to be honest.
Well, these are things that we do have to talk about. Like, it's uncomfortable, but we have to talk about them.
It's not that it's immature, Garrett. Like,
Taylor is like looking.
Hannah was a bitch to Nick, and I'm sorry for that. On like, as her best friend, I'm sorry that she was like that, and like, she should not. She's been mean to me before too. Like, she has room to grow.
Calling out her girl.
Everybody messes up. Everybody says things that maybe you regret, but let's keep it 100, man. Like, things were said.
Okay.
It's not a dig against you, but like, it's, you know, this is the moment to take accountability.
Okay. Ramses is not saying anything. He's just telling him to admit it.
You both
By
are
what?
wrong in your own ways. Like, just.
I know, I do
Whatever.
that.
We know. Yes, you were wrong. You were wrong. We're all wrong.
Is that a fair way to say it?
Hey, wait, Ramses, should we wrap this up?
Wow. Season 7 was kind of lame, but this reunion is the best.
This was after Nick talked to Katie, hey girl, one of Hannah's best friends, for what Hannah thought was just a little too long. So take a look at this clip.
God. Oh, God.
So my question for you is, you're not secure in this. You don't trust me. That's what
It's
really
not
what
that
it
I don't
comes down
trust
to.
you. It's about respect.
Do you trust me?
I don't know if I don't trust you, but I don't know if I trust Katie.
Oh, my God. Did Katie watch the show?
I had no clue how long we were sitting there talking. I also had no idea that Hannah was upset. Truthfully, I didn't.
Because you were just sitting there talking. Like, there's nothing really to be upset about.
Never had a situation where I said, hey, I'm breaking up with you. I don't want to see you ever again. We just never saw each other again. So he had questions. And we're both charismatic people.
He was flirting with her. I understand that. That was a little awkward.
But it's tough to hear that because I thought Hannah knew my heart. I thought Hannah knew my intentions. When I found out how upset she was, I was sick, like sick to my stomach.
Because you were just sitting there talking to him.
I was really unwell. And to sit on that for a year of anxiety building up and not knowing like what we said or how I upset her, and then to see it back.
That's terrible.
Like now that I watch it, it's not that bad, but like I didn't know what the heck was going on. So it was just my emotions were heightened and stuff. But Katie, I trust you.
Thank you.
I don't know if you
appreciate
trust
that.
him.
Thank you.
That sucks.
Please join us in welcoming our favorite ENTJ and aspiring trophy wife. Yes? Talking about Leo and Brittany.
Oh my God. Is he wearing his Rolex? Ew, he did the thing. I hate Leo so much, y'all.
You know, we were encouraged to talk about all aspects of marriage, including finances. And
Did you talk about anything else, though?
I think I overcooked it a little bit with the money talk. Yeah, I didn't realize until I was watching it back.
It's like the only thing he talked about.
I won't shut up about it. So if I could do it over again, I wouldn't have led with that so much, because I wish that they could have gotten to know me more than just, you know, what I do and the money I have.
I don't know that there's much to you. I think it's just, he literally labeled himself me and all the money I have.
You know, he's got a lot more to offer this world than art and commentary about money.
Does he?
Even though he has plenty of that to offer too. Yeah.
Probably more so talk about money than the other stuff, but hey.
Oh, geez.
Ironically.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Deep thoughts.
Oh, now deep thoughts. Wise thoughts and
In
deep
tennis,
thoughts.
love means nothing. And unfortunately, you ended up alone. So
Really rub it in, Nick.
Maybe this is a bit of a goofy analogy, but, you know, when you're at a restaurant and, you know, you're between, should I have the pasta or the steak?
Oh my God. Why are we doing this?
And everyone says yes, and he goes around the table and you're like, let me order last.
He's an insane person.
I was like fighting for every second of time. The issue is the food has feelings.
What is he?
I actually understand what you're saying, but I think that women probably don't want to be associated with being steak or pasta.
Yeah, bad analogy.
Hell would be being locked in a dark room, being forced to rewatch that scene over and over again. And
Brittany, let's talk a little bit about the reveal. There's been a lot of chatter about your reveal. How did you feel watching that back?
I was hoping it would never be shown. I was fully aware of how awkward it was as I was living it. But, you know, as I was watching it, I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. And then it just got worse and worse.
Was it a surprise to you when you learned that you were not going to Mexico?
No, honestly, I knew. I really, truly knew. We were the weakest link.
I mean, did they explain to you why you didn't go?
Yeah, we were the weakest link. You know, of course, they take it seriously. Like, they follow couples that they think are going to make it to the altar.
Since Chris was sued, that's what they do. They used to let them all go.
Well, a lot of viewers are dying to know what actually happened in Miami, and lucky for all of you, Brittany and Leo have shared a photo with us.
Just one? Oh.
For example, he's gonna kill me, but he would, whenever we had a drink, he would take a sip of my drink.
Oh, and she hated it?
And he would just take a sip of mine. And I'm like, Leo, you have your own. But,
that bugged her that bad?
Taking drinks out of her drink.
I don't know. I can't help myself. I
was hoping she was gonna drop some real tea.
Well, are either of you seeing anyone today?
I am.
Okay.
That's all I will say. I am.
Leo, are you on the market or are you off the market?
I'm on the market.
Not surprised.
For the respect of the individual, I'm not going to go too deep into it because they don't need to be brought into
Well, you
this.
shouldn't have done it on a reality show.
You're absolutely
so-
right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, that
Now,
ship has sailed.
Call him out.
I take full
You
responsibility
respect
for
that
my...
individual, but you certainly didn't have respect for me in that moment, so that's funny.
Truth.
And it was a mistake that I now have to live with for the rest
I
of
knew you would bring that up. It's like as soon as you had the
I-
chance to. As soon as I got that letter, I was like, he's doing this so he can say it at the reunion.
Wow.
But I never deleted it because to me, I emotionally conquered a demon that I've been fighting for a while.
We do have a picture. He was at a sleep study, so that
Really?
part is true.
Yeah.
Oh. Thought that was a lie.
This was from that night. But something that sticks out.
Okay.
That maybe you had rose-colored glasses and maybe you ignored some of these signs because you wanted to be married and find your person.
Probably.
I never in a million years, even though he shared that with me, that he'd done it before, he made me feel so safe that when I say I never saw it coming, never in a million years.
Wow.
I've never met this girl in person. This is someone that I knew through Instagram. Never met her in person, only talked to her that one day. I know what it sounds like, but that's the truth. I haven't talked to her since.
Monica?
Monica looks like she doesn't believe that.
I know that those texts were very long. Like, they went a ways back.
Really?
From sleep tests
Hey-o.
To sleeping while the in-laws are in town.
Oh, that transition.
I
Oh.
landed her in the doghouse.
Oh, man.
So, Alex, all joking aside, Tim said your argument on the getaways was so bad that he almost left early. Can you shed any more light?
That was so intense.
Crying on the floor, so I'm trying to be there for you. I understood that she was upset about something with her family, but I'm also trying to understand because at the same time, I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
It quickly turns contentious, and it got to the point where, yes, I did feel like things got out of hand from a boundary standpoint, to where, yes.
She's like shaking her head no.
If I saw the look on Nick's face that you had the day in Cabo, I would have thought he checked out.
Yeah, absolutely. He did look checked out.
Hey, I'm literally being berated here. I'm just trying to speak my truth. So I can't speak my truth without apparently yelling at you and get called a bitch. Come on, man.
Don't try to
What kind
spin
of
it like
world do we
somebody's
live
trying to
in,
make you like.
This is so awkward.
Like, why are you trying to come for me when all I'm doing is showing you love? Why the attitude? Why? What did I do? What did I do to you?
Okay.
I actually kind of agree with him.
We were with his parents at like 11 a.m. until about 6, 7 p.m. And I had to work at 9 p.m. at the bar till 3 a.m.
Oh, I get that.
And I literally just wanted 1 hour nap before I go into work.
Is he going to be like, that's not true?
I thought this was going to be my family. I was trying to give this my all because I loved this woman. And I meant that.
Well, this other girl, they're all shaking their heads no.
You didn't even let me know you made it home, and you're supposed to be my fiance. So I'm not even worried about accountability. I'm just worried about your safety.
This is a lot.
Alex, you were, while he was talking, shaking your head.
Yeah, what's that about?
There's just so many things that have been said that are bold-faced lies.
Really?
Why even get him involved? You know how much that meant to me. You already had these doubts, and if you had these doubts, why did we meet my family?
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
I think you guys need to speak afterwards, privately.
I don't think we do at all.
Then there we
We
have it.
haven't
Then there
spoken
we
to
have
him.
it.
I don't
Because right
think
now,
so
all
at
we're going to do is he said, she said. We definitely have heard.
Okay.
I understand if you guys don't ever speak together again, but maybe this is something to hash out personally.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I think it's clear and obvious that you guys have not spoken since that day.
Wow.
Ladies, what about you? Do you guys keep in touch with each other? I mean, I know
Oh, yeah.
three of you, obviously.
Girls trip.
Every day.
Wow.
And I am talking specifically about you, girl, Jessica, one of our favorite brides from season 1.
Yeah.
We met out one night. Everything went really well. The next day, LA shut down for COVID. So we became a quintessential COVID relationship.
Oh my gosh.
And so I got to know his kiddos during that time, and we all just formed a really great family bond. And then in 2022, we got married.
She seemed really nervous talking. Oh. He did not drop it. Good on you, buddy. Aw, cute baby. Oh my God, he's big.
Wow.
Cute.
See, hey guys.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
We got our OG.
We remember.
I met my partner. He is here. He's being shy.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Was it the guy they just did a pickup on? It must be.
I relocated to Los Angeles. I'm living here now
Most of them do.
as a human, as an adult, and things are going great. I can't complain.
Well, thank you for coming and spending the night with us.
Okay.
It wasn't the way we scripted it, but thank you, Netflix, because all the money I had saved for that grandiose wedding. Netflix!
Has Garrett taken you fishing yet, though, Tom?
No, but we've had a couple golfing experiences.
I love the term experience. That's
So I know that this was a big thing for you guys, was where you were going to live, and you talked about San Diego.
Yeah, I'm curious.
So right now we're living in Fredericksburg. That's where we've been for the past year, and now we're looking at, ironically enough, we're looking at moving to DC.
Oh, back back to where his family is.
We do something a bit more neutral ground, something closer to home. So DC seemed like the next natural fit. So we're excited about starting a life there together and seeing where it goes.
Really?
I don't know what the future has, but home is with Garrett. And so I'm excited to figure out this next chapter with you.
That's nice, because I really was like, he's not going to like San Diego. I said that in the past reactions, so I didn't think they'd last through it. But I'm glad that she's understanding of that. Are they just like rich? Like, how do they have this much money to do that much traveling? Cute.
Let's talk about
a stash.
the glow up of Garrett.
Yeah, like he looks so different.
The hair with the 5 o'clock shadow. You modeled in Fashion Week.
Yes. Modeled in Fashion Week?
Being married to a very fashionable and beautiful woman, I don't know, it just felt like, it's finally found somebody worth.
His gold chain.
We found each other, which has been the best adventure of them all. And so I think next for us is just being open to everything and anything, spending more time with friends and family.
It's a good way to look at it.
But once I just decided to just let go and let us be us and take one step at a time, I really fell into this, and I'm really happy.
He's letting go of the chest hair.
I haven't got her name tattooed on me, but I'm not opposed to it still to this day. The only people
I'm glad they brought that up.
I think this year will split between Pittsburgh and Maryland.
We have some great footage of you guys in your last year of marriage, so let's take a look at that. This is Ashley and Tyler.
Are his children going to be in them?
With him over here in his matching pajamas. And Cubs, look.
Aw, cute dog.
2025 will mark the 5-year anniversary of the premiere of Love is Blind, and it is going to be the launch of season 8, which takes place in Minneapolis.
Oh, so it's only like 4 months away.
We have 3 of the season 8 participants in the audience here. Can you guys
Really?
wave?
Oh my God.
What's up?
Hey.
Oh, they look young.
Alex, can you wave to everybody?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
He's cute.
Okay, anyways, I want to thank so much our season 7 cast for being here.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, they're gonna need those drinks.
We have a toast. Where's Leo? I'm so
Okay.
sorry, Leo. I think you need to take a sip out of Brittany's drink first, right?
The reunion, we'll all have some fun. To Love is Blind. We've all had our time. Cheers, everybody.
Hey, man's a poet.
We've all had our time. Cheers, everyone, instead of everybody. Wouldn't that have sounded better? You know? Okay. I'm like, oh, I know the credits are rolling, but should I be looking at how they're interacting with each other? The audience, we don't really care about. These randos. Who's he doing a heart to? We don't know. Oh, that's their baby. Their baby's cute. Their baby's super cute. Okay. Okay. Wowza. Okay. Wow. Where do we begin? Okay. The biggest drama that I need to dish out is I've been watching these TikToks from Ricky something that told the whole story, and she has like receipts of, hold on. It's like Lavetta Thomas is the girl that I think, or the grandmother of Tyler's like babies. I'll find her thing in a second. It's something Ricky, and she gave all this information about Tyler and Ashley, right? So basically, the scoop about Tyler is that it was not just give them my sperm and the kids don't know what I look like. Obviously, all the pictures have resurfaced of Tyler even holding the newborn back in the day, and him playing around the house with the kids. And one of them looks like 5, 6, 7, and they're in the chair, and he's with the other kid on a bike, and they go, the person behind the camera goes, "Who is that?" And the girl goes like, "My dad." And I'm like, okay. So the scoop is that, yes, his best friend is a lesbian. She was married to a woman. This woman did not know. They kept a secret. Her and Tyler kept a secret from the wife that he was the sperm donor. This girl was told that it was just a sperm donor and didn't know where the baby was coming from, right? And she even went to the baby shower, like celebrating it, not knowing that it was Tyler's sperm that he gave to the best friend. Now, here's the other weird part of drama is that the ex-wife and his very good friend who had the babies, they were doing like turkey baster stuff, and they had posted on social media that like it never worked. And then once her and Tyler started hanging out more, it did work, ensuing that they juiced it. Okay, but she didn't want that to come out because his friend mainly goes after women, and she didn't want to like soil her name and being like, I slept with my very good friend to get pregnant, because that would be awkward, and she's known as a lesbian, so just would I assume just like, yeah, don't tell anybody. I don't want people to think like I'm looking for D. I don't know. Apparently, this whole time the ex-wife had no idea that Tyler was the father of the kids until they went through a whole like weird custody battle, because the wife was like divorcing her and wanted to just be out of it because she said, what did she say? She's like, this was kept from me for years. The picture of Tyler holding the newborn, she didn't know that her wife, his very good friend, was even seeing Tyler. So the wife, the woman, Tyler's very good friend, would hang out with Tyler and not tell the wife. And so that Tyler could have a relationship with the kids, but she didn't want to share that with her wife. Then I guess they had like a kind of a custody battle in the divorce, and Tyler stepped up to then go and help her kind of like full time. Now, yes, on the birth certificate, it is his very good friend and her wife. It's not Tyler on the birth certificate, but that doesn't mean that he didn't juice it with her and that he didn't step in after the ex-wife left to be a father to those kids. And then on the show, now I understand, okay? I'm glad that if he shared everything with Ashley and she knew all of this, great, and was still like, cool, I'll move forward. It looked really bad on the show where I'm like, why would you want to lie when you know all of America is going to be like, you're a liar. You know we're all sleuths, and we'll find out. Here's the other thing that I found out. He was engaged to a woman prior to all of this, and the woman was kept in the dark about him giving his sperm to his very good friend. That's who went to the baby shower. His ex-fiance went to the baby shower of his very good friend who was pregnant with his baby, and his ex-fiance did not know that it was Tyler's sperm. She was just like, yay, they got a sperm donor. Didn't know it was her freaking fiance, dude. He didn't tell her. I'm like, oh, I still with that. I'm like, I get that maybe he told her everything, but I'm like, this is a lot of lies. And why wouldn't you just go on the show and go, hey, I helped my friend, and the kids do know me. I had to help her like step in because her ex-wife left, and I've stepped in and helped, but it's just like, dude, she's gonna find out eventually. I just hate that. I get it. A woman is not going to really want to be with you as much, I think, on this show. If you're like, I have 3 kids with another woman. A lot of women might be like, that's a lot. This is tough. But you're lying to get far enough with these women so that you can have her. That's the part that I don't like on Tyler's part. And it's not like he told her in the very beginning. He told her late in the game after he knew that she already loved him, when he knew that he had her. That's the biggest problem that I have. And you can even find the evidence of his ex-fiance. She's written on her Facebook. I don't know her name, but like, you guys can look it up. Like, you're good enough on social media. There's a bunch out there where she wrote like, I was invited to the baby shower. I was like lied to over multiple holidays, still not knowing that those were Tyler's kids. And then she obviously found out somehow and broke off the engagement. And I don't think he talked about that. That's the big scoop. Listen, I'm glad that they're happy and they're together. People make mistakes. I'm glad that he told her. I still don't understand all the lying on television. Like, that would have been worse. This is so much worse than you telling the truth. That's what I don't understand. Steven was telling the truth about a sleep test because I was like, no way in hell he was at a sleep test. He's probably at a bar being like, what are your fetishes? That's what I thought. Also, he obviously has an addiction, maybe, to feeling unstable because, because it feels like to me, he felt good with Monica, but maybe he also was doing it so that that was his like get out card. Because I said in the beginning how Monica was like, he talks too much, and that really threw off the energy. She also kept saying like, flowers, bring me flowers. I'm like, yes, that's nice, but it was like she said it so much, and she seemed a little controlling in the edits that they showed us. I think Monica is a great person, and I'm glad she's not with Steven anymore because he is not who he seemed to be. But I feel like maybe he was doing that so that he could have an easier out to just be like, I did this, I'm out of here. So that she would be hurt enough to be like, go away. Rather than him saying, I don't think this is right, and breaking her heart in another way. Like, it's easier when someone hates you, right? To leave. Because I'm like, dude, you were at a sleep study and you seemed pretty happy with Monica, but then you tell her all about you sexting with this woman, or she found it. I don't know if she found it or he told her, but I'm like, that seems like either he can't control himself. He wants it to be like unsteady. He said he's cheated before and he felt bad, but he's obviously still in therapy for the same stuff because he definitely cheated with Monica. And Monica was saying that wasn't just that one night of a conversation. It was like novels of text. So, and again, he was like, it's not like we're talking every day, but he's known that woman for years. And obviously him and that woman sexted on Instagram. Okay. You know that you wouldn't be able to carry through with that if you were going to marry Monica. Like, what are you doing, Steven? I just feel like he's a weird guy and he's got some issues. And I'm glad that Monica got out of it. But I also feel like him doing that the night, like 2 nights before they're supposed to get married, is like a cry for help and that he wanted out of it. That's what I believe. That's what I think. I think that Ramses was telling the truth about he needed to fill out the energy with Marissa, that she was really high energy, and like, was she always going to be that way? And would it eventually come off as like annoying to him? Would it just be like exhausting? Like, I can't handle her. But I'm like, did you need 3 weeks for that? Or did you just need a couple days for it? Which is why I think a lot of them are going like, you probably shouldn't have come on the show, Ramses, if that's like kind of your, not excuse. I believe him. And she does have like a great, joyful, very energetic spirit. Obviously Ramses was like, I can't take this day to day. It's too much for him. It's exhausting. Which I get. I've been around people like that. You know, when you just don't match up and you're like, I can't deal with this person, right? Really hard to hear. But I also am like, Ramses, like, why? I agree with Marissa on like, don't keep reassuring her. The second you have doubts about that and her energy, you should have spoken up about it. Like, hello. Because it was like coming out of left field for her. She thought you guys were going to get married in 2 days. And of course, you had these doubts probably for a lot longer. So I disrespect Ramses for making that decision at the end and not telling her about the doubts that he had way before. Like, that's really shitey. That's a combo of SHITT and shady. Shady. I didn't like that. Wow, oh wow. We now found out what Alex called Tim. He still looks so hurt about it. He was like, and you're sitting, he's like, I've done nothing but give you love, and you're sitting over there calling me a little bee. Because I was like, wait, what did she call him? And I'm like, ah. And I really think that Alex seems like, I already said it. I said it from the beginning that Alex never seemed to like Tim. She seemed kind of like on edge. She never complimented him. She hated his humor. She was constantly rolling her eyes from like day one. He was always like reassuring her, and she kind of didn't really reassure him at all. I think she was unsure about Tim the entire time. And then I was like, how can that not be felt by Tim at some point? And then, of course, like, you catch her crying on the ground about her dad. You don't know why. You're asking her what's going on. She covers your mouth, calls you a little bee because she doesn't want production to hear about the fight. And I'm like, it seems like a lot. And the morning after that fight, he did look broken. He looked broken, and I thought, end it now. Don't come back. And when he sat on that couch, he was like, I was coming here with the full intent to end this. And I'm like, yeah, he should have then, because what we saw later when they were living together, he seemed so angry. When he walked in and he sat on the couch and he was like, I'm breaking up with you. I have not a great memory, but the biggest thing I remember is like he got up and left. And he's like, and I hope I never see you again. He was so mad. I was so shook. I was like, and never see you again. I thought it was just going to be like, yeah, this isn't a great match. Like, obviously you don't like me much, Alex, because I don't think she really liked him that much. Like, she was never very supportive of him. I never understood that. I was like, this was not surprising to me, but how surprising the breakup went down, that was the surprising part. If him leaving and being like, never talk to you again, he was so mad when he broke up with her. I was like, wow, this is a lot. So I do think he could have rewound to Mexico when his instincts were there to cut it off. When he looked broken, he should have done that. I think it's cute that Leo and Brittany are friends and buddies, and they talk all the time about their dating experiences. I think that's sweet. I like that he took accountability for yelling at Hannah and realizes his actions and how he treated Brittany. He did take accountability in this, which I like. And like, it's like Tim stood up for him saying like, hey, he's a smart man. He knows what he's doing. But it's like, yeah, Leo, I don't know how much more depth you have besides you being an art critic and having a lot of money. Because every time he talks, he's like, I don't know. I don't want it to make it about just me and all of my money. And I'm like, you just again made it about you and all of your money. Like, what? Hello? It's a lot. He's a lot. I'm glad he took responsibility because, like, I have been hating him since this show. I've just been like, oh my God, I can't stand Leo. And now I'm like, okay, Brittany's your buddy. You said sorry. You took accountability. Hopefully he never does that crap again because that was insane. I'm not surprised that he's still single and Brittany is taken, obviously. And Garrett and Taylor, duh, they were like the ones that were definitely going to make it. But I had a little bit like, what happens when they go to San Diego? And I'm glad that she's very open to moving back to DC because that means that Garrett can be closer to his family because his family is so important to him. I was like, I didn't think that Garrett would like being in San Diego and being away from his family. I feel like Taylor is more capable of doing that and just being more bi-coastal. So I'm glad that she's like, hey, this is my partner. I'm going to move for him. That's like really great. And I'm glad that Ashley and Tyler are working together. They seem really happy. It's just like all the stuff that's come out since the show. I'm like, because the show had to air, right? Tyler's talking to Ashley this whole time, telling her the stuff. But once the show airs is when we all do the sleuthing and stuff comes out of like, but here's the proof of his ex-fiance and the girl he gave the sperm to, that like they tried turkey basting and all of that. And the word is it wasn't working. So they think that Tyler actually juiced it with his best friend because they were spending a lot of time together. Like there's like so much drama there. And like, and then so many pictures of him just like being with the kids all the time. Like he's a fill-in figure as a father, which he did admit to. I don't know. There's still just stuff. There's still just stuff there that I'm like, I'm sure more stuff has come out since the show aired. And as long as she's all good with that, that's great. Like, if she's good with that, that's awesome. And if they can be happy, and the drama will eventually die down. This is only a moment in time, right? People will forget about this whole thing. So I hope they're happy. And yeah, that's it, guys. Wow, that was like so much drama. I will admit that this reunion is way better than season 7. Season 7 was a bit of a dud. This reunion was not, and I loved it. Make sure that you leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. Drop a link in the comments to your favorite episode of your favorite reality show. I will react to that prior to committing to a full season. So give me the good juice. Come on now, help me out. Remember, we spread hugs, love, and laughter. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on the next one.